Good morning. So I am wanting to, so today is April 23rd, and we have the sun in Taurus and the new moon in Taurus. And I made for you the ritual, the report, and the supplemental worksheet. And I want to just talk to you about those this morning because I just feel called to make a video about a couple of things that are in those reports. So I'm going to share my screen with you and boop. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you and I want to show you those 3 reports that I've created, and I do this every month. I've been kind of updating the format on them, but they are consistently there for you. So this is the sun and new moon in Taurus report. Actually, that's not the one I want to open because I'm doing it this way. So this is the report. So in the sun and new moon report, you're going to get a calendar which tells you about the dates of the sun, when the sun moves into a new sign and the new moon moves into a new sign. And then, of course, I do a live stream for the new moon each month. So it's at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's a reasonable time if you are anywhere else but California or the West Coast, okay? If you're anywhere in the Pacific time, I know for some of you, you would consider that to be an ungodly hour. You don't want to join me. That's okay. Don't join me. It is the godly hour for me, okay? I wake up between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock every morning, so I'm ready to live stream by 5 a.m. usually. Anyway, the dates that the sun enters each sign and the new moon enters each sign, and then the date of the live stream at 5 a.m. is there for you. And then, of course, there are the instructions on how to join. Okay, so this is the new moon report, and right now we are in Taurus. It's the sun and new moon in Taurus. And actually, let's just double check the times here because, let's see, so the sun entered Taurus on April 19th, so that was a few days ago, and then yesterday, or last night at 7:25 p.m., and that's Pacific time, the new moon moved into Taurus, okay? So those are there for you to know if you want to time your ritual so that you can be doing your ritual at that time. It's there for you. So in the report, I love graphics. I love drawing stuff. Did not do these drawings, but I love drawing and coloring. And so I did color this. I found this beautiful stock photography bull. Cow. Okay, it's a cow. And I just find her to be absolutely gorgeous. So anyway, there you go. This is just me putting myself out there, okay? So in the report, you're going to learn, my job is to teach you about the energy. So you're going to learn about astrology and you're going to learn about what you can be doing to benefit from the energy that's going on right now. So there's a life sector section. So this tells you what Taurus is focusing on. So it's about your possessions, about your income, about your ability to be financially resourceful. So this is obviously a really important time. And I'm sorry, at the beginning, I didn't tell you the dates, but Taurus, the sun, is in Taurus from April 19th through May 20th. Okay, so you have a whole month to really focus on this energy and to work with the life sector of your possessions, your income, and your financial resourcefulness. Now, I give you a whole list of keywords to think about, and I say use these keywords as a guideline so that you can align with this energy and see where you can connect and where you're hindered over the next 30 days. So when you get this report, if I were you, I would study these keywords, see what's coming up, and notice, maybe print this report out and put those keywords, I'd put them on my wall above my computer so that I can be kind of, as I'm going about my day, thinking about, or days, thinking about what is coming up for me. What is spirit calling me to? Because as the sun and the moon move through each sign, it's a chance for us to grow. It's a chance for us to connect more deeply. It's a chance for us to become more self-aware, both of our conscious processes and of our subconscious processes, okay? And this is important. Look, I'm going to just, in here, I'm going to highlight these because I think they're important. If you just now download these, you're going to be like, what's up? These are highlighted. I'm going to highlight these in green. Your ability to manifest resources, okay? And those things, by the way, your ability to manifest resources are directly connected to your ability, your feeling of spiritual and material empowerment. Those are all connected, right? And where your value is. So your self-esteem is going to be really important right now. Your ability to manifest based on your self-esteem is really important. How much you esteem yourself is going to be manifested, or it's going to show up in the material world, okay? So anyway, take a look at this, all right? Study these words, see what they call up in you. And keep in mind that this is just the sun report. I also have for you a new moon report. I'm sorry, this is the sun and new moon report. I have for you a moon ritual, and I have for you a supplemental Taurus report that emphasizes Taurus, and it takes you on, it's a worksheet that you fill out, and it takes you on a journey of exploring what's happening with Taurus within you, okay? So we will have you, I'm going to show you that in just a moment, and there's one particular exercise that I want to show you and talk a little bit about, but let me very quickly just show you this sun report. You'll notice, let's see, this is page, where do I see the pages? Oh, this is page 8 out of 18. So yeah, my reports are a little bit long, but to me, they're full of information and they are meant to inspire you. At some point, I'm going to actually kind of like create a podcast, or at least a podcast, so that you can do less reading and you can do more listening. But that's not going to happen for a couple of months. So in the meantime, just take your time, read through the reports, enjoy them, learn from them, and use them. Remember, this report is good for 30 days. So as long as the sun is in Taurus, you can spend time studying this report and using it to help you harmonize with the sun's energy, okay? So the message that's coming forth during this period is about purpose, right? So this entire report is all about purpose and values and your possessions, okay? So I teach you how to benefit from the moon in Taurus. I highlight some things that I think that are important. There's a typo, possessions with double S, okay? Let's see, and boom, 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 things to look for. There are processes in here. There's a lot of information in here for you. So take your time, read through that. Boom, that's the first report. That's your report on the sun and the new moon in Taurus. Now, what I've created for you also is a supplemental worksheet that corresponds to the zodiac that we're in. So we're talking about Taurus. So for this worksheet, you're going to want to actually make a copy of it, and then you're going to want to, again, there are the dates for you because these dates are important for us, okay? Then you'll want to hop into the actual report itself. So there are the keywords again for you to study. And then there are the instructions for how to do this worksheet. Let's see. Now, an important part of this worksheet are, let's see, there are 4 parts to this worksheet, I think. Let me double check. There's the engagement with the questions, and then there's the teacher, which I'm going to talk about. Then there's the artwork, and then there's the dreams become, oh, typo. This should be part 4, dreams become reality. Okay, so there are important questions that I want you to think about and write about and study while you are working with Taurus, okay? And this is particularly around the new moon. So if you can do these questions, you know, around the new moon, great. If you don't get to them until after the new moon, it's okay, because these questions are based on the Taurus energy. So whether you're using these questions with the new moon or whether you're using these questions just with the sun, they are going to be really important for you over the course of the next 30 days. All right. So the questions are all here for you. There's some space for you to write things out. By the way, I have an assistant now, and we're going to ask her to actually create this in a different format. So I think it'll be easier for you to navigate this form. But anyway, that's something that's coming. All right, so boom, 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 important questions, okay? And then this particular question is something that I want to engage with you about right now. And this is kind of why I even started making the video. So what I'm going to do is just talk to you about this particular section, and then I'm going to sign off, okay? So in this particular section, it's called Exercise 2, the Teacher of Taurus, which is the Hierophant. So in tarot, the card, the 5th card of the major arcana, is called the Hierophant, and it's also called the Pope. And what he represents is the energy of knowledge and and form formal knowledge and formal education for the sake of accessing higher masculine knowledge. Now, there is the Hierophant and there is the High Priestess. You can also know them as the Pope. The Hierophant is the Pope, or the High Priest, or the Hierophant, the Pope, or the High Priest. His counterpart would be the High Priestess, or the Popess, something like this. Yeah, depends on your tarot deck. Okay. The High Priestess is the knowledge you need in order to access the divine feminine mysteries. And the Pope, or the Hierophant, or the High Priest, is the body of information you need in order to access the masculine mysteries, the sacred knowledge of the masculine. Okay, so you have the High Priest, or the Pope, who's guarding the masculine mysteries, and the High Priestess, who is guarding the feminine mysteries. It's taken me a lot to say that. I haven't had my breakfast yet. I'm still on hot vinegar water, okay? So excuse me. So why is the Pope important right now? Because the sign of Taurus is directly related. It's harmonized with the Pope energy. The sign of Taurus is the sign of fertility and creativity, and it's represented by a bull, right, which represents the masculine fertility. So what we want to understand with the Pope and with Taurus is that right now, our ability to create and to manifest and to bring forth our possessions, financial resourcefulness, those things are up for grabs right now within us. So right now, our souls are teaching us how to be more fertile, how to be more creative, how to be, to take our sexual, creative, fertile energy and to direct it toward creation and to bringing forth the things that we desire. So this exercise is particularly important because what I've done is taken 3 different images from different tarot decks of the Pope or the Hierophant, and basically I'm asking you to see what you get from these 3 images. So I realize that right now I'm kind of telling you what the energy is about. That's okay. You now get to use this information and see what you draw from each of these images. And the exercise is to look at these images and to feel into them, see what comes up for you, and then to write it down, and then to take this information and to move forward with this information in your life, to see what it is that is important for you, what's coming up, what your subconscious mind is getting from these images, and then to actually use this information and apply it to your ability to access the masculine knowledge of how to create in the material world, how to manifest what it is you desire in the material world, how to accumulate wealth, how to earn income, how to generate more income, how to generate more life force energy and bring it forth into the material world in the form of things that you actually desire. Okay? So, boom, that's this exercise. And hey, Apollo, that's my dog who's just walked in. He's named Apollo after the sun god. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off and let you tuck into those sheets. Oh, I didn't show you the 3rd worksheet. So actually, let me hop back on here and show you this last worksheet, which it's all spelled out for you. You've already gotten this. If you haven't gotten this and you want to download these things, it's easy. I'll put the link in the in the description for the video so you can come and get these things for yourself, okay? So this new moon manifestation ritual and workbook, that's here. This is the actual moon ritual that you'll do. It shows you, there's your calendar again, haha. It takes you step by step how to do the new moon ritual, and I will let you know that eventually I will be creating for you a guided meditation to go with this, but I'm busy creating other things. So the MP3 recording will come later. There are the things I need to get done first. So this workbook actually has the ritual for you to do, and it has a worksheet for you to complete. Okay, so it's the ritual and the workbook. There are questions that you can answer here as well. You can work your way through those things, and boom, that is here. Once you've signed up, you can have access to all those things and really take advantage of the sun and the moon when they're moving through the signs. I do this for every sign that comes out, and so you will have access if you sign up. All right, so I'm signing off for right now, wishing you a really blessed full or new moon and sun in Taurus, okay? A really blessed Taurus phase. All right, signing off. Bye for now.